Dogecoin is making major headlines this morning. Exciting news that I have not heard anyone else talk about yet. So in today's video, we're going to go over the 3 things going on with Dogecoin, 3 things that came out within the last 24 hours that are massive for Dogecoin's price long term. We're first going to go over what is going on with the price. After that, we're going to go over something that Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, just said about Dogecoin. And at the end of the video, we're going to go over major announcements of Dogecoin being available and approved for a couple of major companies and exchanges. So if you enjoy this sort of content on Dogecoin, on the stock market, tech news, you find this video helpful, then please be sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications, and also don't forget to join us every single morning at 9 a.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern for our daily shows where we talk about the markets. But anyways, right now Dogecoin's price is sitting at 32 cents per coin. A lot of people are saying, you know what? I don't like Dogecoin anymore because we're not seeing the major moves. It's not going up. It's dead. I've seen this comment so many times. That's absolutely ridiculous. Dogecoin is not dead. Dogecoin has been just stabilizing, consolidating after a massive run up it had. It went from nearly from like a penny per coin all the way up to 75 cents per coin, and people expected it just to continue to go up without ever consolidating. But what we're seeing now is that for the last month or so, we have seen it consolidate around that 30 to 35, even 40 cents per coin range. It's hovered right between 30 and 40 cents per coin for the last couple of weeks, which is a great sign moving forward. You got to remember, Dogecoin's market cap is at $42.5 billion. It's in the top 10 cryptos. We're not going to see it double every single day like we did a couple weeks back, a couple months back, because the market cap is $42 billion. You can't double every single day. It's just not possible. Back when it was a penny, yes, it was easy to see it double every single day for a week in a row, but it's not going to happen anymore. But the good news is that we are seeing it stabilize. It's listed on Coinbase, and this is a great sign moving forward. Big news that just came out with Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, is that he just announced that he had made $4.3 million from a $25,000 investment in Dogecoin just a little while back. He had explained in a recent podcast that he made $4 million from his $25,000 investment. He put that money into Dogecoin back in 2016, and he just did it basically as a joke. He said that at the beginning, people didn't take it very seriously. He just remembered thinking to himself, how am I going to explain to my mom that I'm investing $25,000 into Dogecoin? Like, the only thing interesting about this coin is it has a logo of a dog somewhere. But of course, he says, even though it was made as a joke, even though he didn't think it was going to be much of anything, it was one of the best investments he has ever made in his entire life. He explained how what happened was back in 2019, the Dogecoin community really voted that Elon Musk was going to be their hypothetical CEO. And ever since then, in 2019, there's been billions of dollars poured into Dogecoin, causing the price to skyrocket. He says he never would have expected the speculative frenzy that resulted from Elon Musk being a part of Dogecoin, talking about it, but it has happened. And he has said since then, he sold half of his Dogecoin. He still owns the other half, but back a couple months ago during the pandemic, about a year ago, he sold off half his Dogecoin for a $4.3 million profit. And he said he donated all of this to charity, but he said still, assuming that he owns the other 50% and he hasn't sold any of it yet, that's worth about $20 million today. So his $25,000 investment has turned into $25 million, and all of that money is going to charity. But this is one of the best stories we have seen, especially from someone like Vitalik Buterin. We've heard of people becoming millionaires with Dogecoin, but someone as big as Vitalik saying, you know what, I did invest in Dogecoin years ago. I believed in it, and you know, even if he says it was a joke, he had some sort of confidence in it to put $25,000. He wasn't just doing it to lose money. Even if he wanted to be part of the movement, he wanted to be part of the community, or he thought it was going to make money. One of those things was true. He either thought, you know what, I want to be part of the Dogecoin movement. I like this community. The other thing was he thought maybe I can make some money with it, but he definitely didn't put $25,000 in just to lose his entire investment. So this is a great sign for Dogecoin. People are realizing that Dogecoin has always been something that he has thought about. He has at least believed somewhat in, whether that's in the community, whether that's in something related to Dogecoin. He has liked it some way, which is why many other people like it as well. He said that he would have never predicted that Doge was going to become as big a phenomenon as it did, that it would be bigger than, that it would be more noticed than Ethereum in many cases. Some people know what Dogecoin is and have never heard of Ethereum. He said he would have never predicted that happening. So this was something very exciting that I did want to touch on. Next up is Dogecoin is officially available on iTrust Capital Crypto IRA. And this is very important because when people are buying and selling crypto, a lot of times what they're doing is they're trying to make some short-term profits and trade. And the thing to remember is that whether you're buying Dogecoin, whether you're buying Bitcoin, whether you're buying any sort of investment or asset, when you sell it for a profit, you have to pay capital gains taxes. But with this iTrust Capital Crypto IRA, you don't have to pay taxes in any IRA until, depending on what type of IRA it is, you either have to pay taxes when you first put the money in or when you take the money out. But either way, with this IRA, you can buy and sell Dogecoin multiple times every day if you wanted to and not have to pay taxes on it. So for those people who are trying to make more money long term, this isn't sponsored. I don't even know about the link for this company. All I'm telling you is that having Dogecoin in a crypto, in an IRA, being able to buy and sell it, is exciting because if you believe in it long term, you can pay less taxes. If you want to trade it and you don't want to pay many taxes on it short term, you can also do it in an IRA. A lot of my stocks are in IRA. I don't have a crypto IRA. I'm not, I've never used this company, but all I know is that it's a good sign to see crypto starting to get integrated into different IRAs because that means you can not have to pay taxes on them. If you're buying and selling things pretty frequently, having it in an IRA is a great way to not have to pay taxes on it, at least in the time being. It's a great way to grow your money more over time. They explain how Dogecoin has officially been added to their IRA and 401k accounts, and this is just great news because it means some of the bigger institutions are getting involved in this. That means people can be holding Dogecoin for the long term. They're putting it in IRAs, and this is really just a great stamp of approval for Dogecoin long term. And lastly, exciting news came out from Revolut. This is a cryptocurrency exchange in the UK, and it is a pretty big one. And they just announced that they added Dogecoin to their list of crypto offerings. This is very exciting. This is a UK-based digital banking service, and they have a lot of users, and they said they've been getting a lot of demand, a lot of people asking to include Dogecoin, and this is exciting because they finally, just the other day, they announced that they are officially having Dogecoin on their platform. This was on June 8th at 6:54 a.m. Eastern time. This was something that was big news. It's not as big news as Dogecoin being listed on Coinbase. Coinbase definitely is a major crypto platform, but this just makes it easier for people in the UK, people in other countries to buy, sell, trade, hold Dogecoin. Revolut says that they're adding new tokens every single Tuesday starting June 1st. And they said that they added Polygon, 8 other tokens as well in addition to Dogecoin. So they're making some major moves, and if you live in the UK, you could always check them out. I don't have a link to this company. I am not associated with them, but if you are in the UK and you want to be able to buy, sell, trade, hold crypto, specifically Dogecoin or Polygon, which is one I have spoken about a lot, you can now do some of the smaller altcoins on Revolut. So this is something that is very exciting. They're extending and expanding their cryptocurrency service, and this is great news for crypto long term.